Hello students, welcome to the channel. In this video, we'll solve the third writing passage of the March 2020 US SAT. Vista offers new perspectives. Considering her options after graduation, college student Shauntia Dyson thought about what she might do and decided that she wanted to use her skills to help people struggling with the challenges of poverty. Now, I'm starting my sentence with saying, considering her options after graduation. So that means that she was thinking about what she wishes to do, right? So this part is redundant because that is already indicated at the beginning of the sentence. So I shouldn't need to say that. Shauntia Dyson mulled over her future plans. That is also the same as considering her options. So this is not needed. She made a choice, deciding. Now, to decide and to make a choice is the same thing. So this is also redundant. So I don't need to say that. Shauntia Dyson decided, right? So she considered her options and she decided. So that is concise, does not have any redundancy. So D is the best answer. She decided that she wanted to use her skills to help people struggling with the challenges of poverty. A search for such opportunities led her to the AmeriCorps Vista Volunteers in Service to America program. Each Vista member works full-time for 1 year at a private nonprofit or public agency in a low-income community. In 2016, Dyson began her Vista service at the Forsyth Farmers Market in Savannah, Georgia, where, in exchange for a modest salary and benefits, she supports the organization in its mission of offering locally produced food options to people in the Savannah area. Now, here I have to decide the punctuation. So if I think about it, this is the first independent clause. In 2016, Dyson began her services in Savannah, Georgia, where in exchange for a modest salary and benefits. So this is dependent on that. So a comma after Georgia makes sense. And a comma after where also makes sense because this comma is paired with the comma here. Because what I'm basically saying is that Savannah, Georgia, where she supports the organization in its mission. And this part, in exchange for a modest salary and benefits, this is additional information. So when I have additional information in a sentence, I put it between a pair of commas. So the way it's written is fine. Okay, I can't have a semicolon between Georgia and where because a semicolon separates two independent sentences and where does not start an independent sentence. I can't have a colon after where. A colon can only come at the end of a complete sentence, and this is not complete. And for the same reason as B, I can't have a semicolon, so D is out. Dyson and their fellow Vista members or Vistas have made an excellent decision, one that will benefit them now and in the future. Now, I need to use the pronoun that refers to Dyson, right? So it can't be there because there is the plural pronoun while Dyson is singular. So I need to say Dyson and her fellow Vista members because Dyson is female. Its is used for inanimate objects. So it can't be used for a human being. And once is used with one, right? One must respect one's parents. So it can't be used with Dyson. So C is the best answer. Vista salaries may be low, but the Vista experience is very rewarding in other ways. The program's dedication to assisting people in need makes the work especially reassuring to those who, like Dyson, find joy in serving and helping others. Okay, so here I need to choose the word that means that the word is especially satisfying to those who like to help others. So reassuring is not the best use. Reassuring is used in the context of his words reassured me, right? So reassuring is when you provide succor to someone. It is not used in the context of something being satisfying. So A is out. The work can't be thankful, right? A person can be thankful to someone for something, but not work. I would have liked a word like satisfying, but not satisfactory. Satisfactory is used to indicate that something is acceptable or adequate, right? For example, his performance at the play was satisfactory, which means that it was good enough, but not the best. While satisfying is used to mean something that provides joy and contentment, right? It meets the standards that you expect of it. So I would prefer something like satisfying, but that's not an option. So the right answer is gratifying. Gratifying is satisfying, something that pleases the soul. And so we are saying that this kind of work is joyful to people like Dyson who wish to help others. So D. However, Vista's responsibilities tend to be at a higher level than those found in private sector jobs. Vistas are typically not hired to offer direct services such as delivering food. Rather, they use their talents on big picture initiatives such as building the capacity and improving the financial health of the organizations that employ them. Okay, so here I'm saying that one advantage of Vista is that it provides a satisfying mode of work for people like Dyson. And the other advantage is that it also involves higher level responsibilities, right? Responsibilities involving big picture initiatives such as building capacity or improving the financial health. So I need a connector that indicates that this statement builds on the previous statement. So however is not correct because however indicates contrast. To that end is not correct because to that end means that you want to meet a purpose. But I'm not saying that to meet the purpose of the first sentence, the second sentence is presented. So that's not correct. What's more? What's more is good because what's more basically means in addition, also besides. So that basically starts the second advantage of working with Vista. So I like this. And nevertheless also indicates contrast. So this doesn't make sense. So what's more, Vista's responsibilities tend to be at a higher level than those found in private sector jobs. They are typically not hired to offer direct services such as delivering food. Rather, they use their talents on big picture initiatives. So I need to decide the punctuation here. And this is one independent clause, and this is the second independent clause. So I can't join them with the comma. That creates a comma splice error. So B is also wrong for the same reason. I can use a semicolon, right? Because this semicolon will tell me that the part before is one sentence and the part after it is a second sentence. So a semicolon separates two sentences. So this is correct. And the comma again makes option D wrong. So D is wrong. Dyson enthusiastically explains that her role at the farmers market involves enhancing the organization's reach and visibility, as well as increasing and diversifying financial and in-kind resources. Okay, so the first thing that I notice is that this is wrong. I can't have a colon in the middle of a sentence. And this is also wrong. When I start a quotation, I only put a comma there when I'm quoting the person in full. But if I'm selectively choosing from the person's quotation to add to my own sentence, then I don't have a comma before the quotation. So option A is wrong. Okay, explains that her role at the farmer market involves. This colon is wrong because it is not at the end of a sentence. Explains that her role, you don't need a comma between explains and that. So this is wrong. Explains that her role at the farmer's market involves. This is correct. No punctuation is needed here. The program also assists Vistas in preparing for their future careers. A 2005 study asked Vista alumni to rate the program's success in helping them build various career-specific skills. 5 of these skills, communicating in writing, conducting oneself professionally, working independently, meeting deadlines, and prioritizing tasks, were grouped under the heading Managing Self and Work. The data are persuasive. 30% of alumni rated Vista service as having improved their management of self and work somewhat, while a mere 4% said the program improved their skills in this area very little. Okay, so I need to introduce this paragraph. Which choice provides the most effective introduction? The program helps Vistas in preparing for their future careers. So that looks like a good option because the next line talks about building various career specific skills. So I like A. Learning to meet deadlines, that's a very specific part of a future career preparedness. So that doesn't make sense. Determining what they want to do for a living, no, that is something that Vistas already know when they get into it. So this is not a good introduction. And furthering their commitment to public service. No, this paragraph is not about public service. It's about preparing yourself for a career. So option A. Which choice most effectively uses information from the graph to support the writer's argument for Vista service? Okay, so I want to say that 5 of these skills were grouped under the heading managing self and work. Okay, so this is managing self and work, and this is furthering professional goals. And I want to prove that the Vista program helps alumni with building skills because I'm saying the data are persuasive. So I don't want to talk about helping alumni somewhat, right? Because that's not the best use of the data when I know that 66% said it helped them a great deal. So I don't like A. 66% of alumni rated Vista service as having improved their management of self and work a great deal. Yeah, so this is the most persuasive point of data. So I'll choose B. More Vista alumni reported that the program had improved their management of self and work than reported that it had not done so. Yeah, that's fine. That's true, but it's not the best representation of the data, right? When I have data with particular values, values as large as 66%, then why would I use a vague option like C? So this is not good. Of the Vista alumni who responded to the survey, some thought the program had improved their management of self and work. Again, this is not good because first of all, it's not some, a majority of them said that. So D is not the best answer. Additionally, most Vista alumni surveyed, about 3/4 agreed or strongly agreed with the claim that Vista was a worthwhile experience in furthering their professional goals. Okay, so furthering their professional goals, we are looking at the second one now. So which choice most effectively uses information from the graph to support the main idea? So 3/4 agreed or strongly agreed that the Vista was a worthwhile experience. So if you add 48 and 28, you get, yeah, so you get very close to 3/4. So this is a good option. Option B, many Vista alumni surveyed, about half agreed with the claim that Vista was a worthwhile experience. No, so I want to say strongly agreed, right? Not agreed because about half was strongly agreed. And in any case, I want to talk about strongly agree and agree together. So A is better. Only about 1/4 of Vista alumni survey disagreed with the claim. No, but why would I present the disagreement, right? I should present the agreement. So I want to present the positive factor of the data. So C is not good. Virtually all Vista alumni surveyed either agreed with or were neutral regarding. No, that's not correct. There were those who disagreed, so this is not an accurate option. A is the best answer. By joining Vista, Shauntia Dyson is following in the footsteps of hundreds of thousands of people over the program's 50-year history who are helping improve both their communities and their career prospects. So I'm speaking of people who have worked over the program's 50-year history, right? So our helping is continuous tense, so that doesn't make sense. Who have helped, right? Because that indicates a sense of the past. So this is better. Will have is future, so that doesn't make sense. And would have would indicate that they would do that under a condition, right? I would have done that, but I could not. So that also doesn't make sense. Option B is the best answer. They have helped over the program's 50-year history. Okay, let's grade this. 23 onwards. DACDC, DACDC, CDABAB, CDABAB. Okay, great. So we got all correct. Hope this exercise was useful. If it was, subscribe to the channel to receive notifications of more such video uploads. I'll see you guys in a new video soon. Take care. Bye-bye.